Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Anuja Kumar with the news at 9. The headlines. Union Cabinet approves ordinance to ban e-cigarettes. Cabinet also gives nod to 78-day bonus for railway employees. Supreme Court sets October 18 as deadline to conclude hearings in Ram-Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid land dispute case. Home Minister Amit Shah says he never asked for imposing Hindi over other regional languages. Election Commission reviews preparedness for assembly elections in Maharashtra. In cricket, South Africa set a target of 150 runs for India in the second T20 match at Mohali. And wrestler Vinesh Phogat qualifies for 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The Union Cabinet today approved an ordinance to ban production, import, distribution and sale of electronic cigarettes. Briefing media in New Delhi, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said the Cabinet gave its nod to the promulgation of the Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes Ordinance 2019. She said the decision was taken considering impact of e-cigarettes on the youth and children.
This decision is taken keeping in mind the impact that e-cigarettes is having on the youth of today. The data that we have largely is derived from the US's experience. The latest statistics that I have before me says there has been a 77.8% growth among school students. And surprisingly, even middle school students have become victim or taking to e-cigarettes.
Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar said a punishment of 1 year imprisonment and a fine of 1 lakh rupees have been proposed for first-time offenders.
जो पहला गुनाह होगा 1 साल की सजा या 1 लाख रुपए जुर्माना या दोनों, और अगर दूसरी बार करता है तो 5 लाख रुपए तक का जुर्माना और 3 साल की कैद या दोनों ऐसा हो सकता है.
E-cigarettes are battery-operated devices that produce aerosol by heating a solution containing nicotine, which is the addictive substance in combustible cigarettes. The Union Cabinet also approved 78-day bonus for railway employees. Mr. Javadekar said 11.52 lakh employees will benefit from the decision.
For 11 lakh railway employees, this government has consistently last 6 years is giving record bonus equivalent to the wage of 78 days. And this year also 11 lakh 52,000 employees will get 78 days wages as bonus. This is their reward for productivity. And this will have a budgetary impact of 2,024 crores, which today the Cabinet sanctioned.
In a bid to boost domestic manufacturing, the government has removed 5% custom duty imposed on import of open-cell TV panel, which are used in the manufacturing of LED TVs. The move would also help to reduce the price of TV panel by around 3%. In a notification, Finance Ministry said open cell 15.6-inch and above for use in the manufacture of LCD and LED TV panels would attract zero duty. The Supreme Court today set 18th October as a deadline for conclusion of hearings in the Ram-Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid land dispute case. Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi is heading the 5-judge Constitution bench hearing the case on a day-to-day basis since the 6th of August. The court had yesterday asked the counsels for both the parties to the case to inform it about a tentative time schedule for concluding their arguments. The Constitution bench said it has received a letter from former Apex Court Judge F.M.I. Khalifullah, who was heading the 3-member mediation panel, conveying that some parties have written to him for resumption of the mediation process. The Apex Court also said the parties to the dispute can amicably resolve the matter through mediation if they want to. But the court told both the sides that it wanted to conclude day-to-day hearings by the 18th of next month so that the judges get almost 4 weeks' time to write the judgment. The court had taken note of the report of the 3-member panel who went into the mediation process but could not find any final settlement. The government today said the transition of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh to union territories will be smooth. Minister for Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Dr. Jitendra Singh said any arrangement or mechanism which evolves will be in the best interest of all the stakeholders. He was addressing the annual conference of Chief Secretaries and Principal Secretaries of all states in New Delhi. In Jammu and Kashmir, Union Power Minister R.K. Singh inaugurated 15 power projects and laid foundation of 20 others worth 10,000 crore rupees. Speaking at a function in Srinagar today, alongside Governor Satyapal Malik, he said power supply in the state will be better during winter. The minister said the target is to achieve 24/7 uninterrupted power supply in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Speaking on the occasion, the governor said development of the region is the way to retrieve Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir Director General of Police Dilbag Singh has said that terrorists warning people in Kashmir Valley against venturing out of their homes will be dealt with sternly and neutralized. He said patrolling has been intensified and various other measures initiated to instill confidence among locals. He was talking to reporters on the sidelines of a function in Jammu today. The DGP said a couple of terrorists were neutralized and over 2 dozen others, including their sympathizers, arrested in the valley. He said the people have not responded to Pakistani propaganda and foiled Islamabad's designs to create unrest. More from a correspondent.
DGP Singh said that Pakistan's agencies are using the social media platforms to foment trouble in different parts of the country. He said that Pakistan stands exposed in the world and will get further exposed with time. DGP said 2 Pakistani militants were captured by the army in Gulmarg sector recently, and attempts of infiltration were also made in Uri, Keran and Karra in North Kashmir and Poonch in Jammu region. R.K. Raina, AR News, Jammu.
India has expressed regret over the decision of the government of Pakistan to deny overflight clearance for the VVIP special flight for a second time in 2 weeks, which is otherwise granted routinely by any normal country. In a statement, External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said Pakistan should reflect upon its decision to deviate from well-established international practice. He said Islamabad should reconsider its old habit of misrepresenting the reasons for taking unilateral action. Home Minister Amit Shah has said that he never asked for imposing Hindi over other regional languages. He said he had only requested for learning Hindi as a second language after one's mother tongue. Speaking at an event organized by a media house in New Delhi today, Mr. Shah stressed that he too comes from a non-Hindi speaking state of Gujarat. The Home Minister said he had merely proposed that other than one's mother tongue, there should be a common second language and that should be Hindi.
मैंने बार-बार कहा है कि भारतीय भाषाओं को मजबूत करना चाहिए, भारतीय भाषाओं की अनिवार्यता को हम समझना चाहिए और बच्चा तभी अच्छा पढ़ सकता है जब वो अपनी मातृभाषा के अंदर पढ़े। मातृभाषा से मेरा मतलब हिंदी नहीं है, वो प्रांतों की भाषाएं भी है, मेरे प्रांत में गुजरात भी, मगर देश के अंदर एक भाषा ऐसी होनी चाहिए, अगर आप दूसरी कोई भाषा सीखते हो तो हिंदी सीखो। ये मैंने अनुरोध किया, इसमें क्या बुराई है मेरी, ये समझ में नहीं आता।
Mr. Shah said it is important for young children to learn their mother tongue and added that regional languages must be strengthened. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. The Full Election Commission today reviewed preparations for upcoming assembly elections in Maharashtra. Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora and Election Commissioners Ashok Lavasa and Sushil Chandra met representatives of various political parties, district collectors and police officials, among others. Addressing a press conference in Mumbai, Chief Election Commissioner Sunil Arora said the polls will be announced keeping in mind important festivals. He also made it clear that EVMs will be used in the polls, saying these machines cannot be tampered with. Mr. Arora said Central Armed Forces shall be deployed in adequate numbers, especially in left-wing extremism-affected areas. The Chief Election Commissioner said some political parties have demanded that expenditure limit for candidates should be extended, while some others asked for its reduction. The Shiv Sena has urged the Election Commission to raise the expenditure limit per candidate from the existing 28 lakh rupees to 70 lakh rupees for assembly polls. The demand raised by the Sena was supported by its partner BJP and also by Sharad Pawar-led NCP. The representation was made to the Election Commission by Shiv Sena leader and Rajya Sabha member Anil Desai. Home Minister Amit Shah has said Jharkhand is moving towards becoming free of Naxalism with development works undertaken by the state government at a faster pace. He was addressing a public meeting after flagging off Johar Jan Ashirwad Yatra at Jamtara in Jharkhand today. The minister listed out welfare works undertaken by the centre and the state government for the people. Mr. Shah said 1.26 crore Jan Dhan accounts have been opened, electricity provided to 20 lakh households and free LPG connections given to 29 lakh tribals in the state in the last 5 years. The Home Minister said 4.5 lakh poor people got houses and 70 Eklavya model residential schools have been opened in the state to provide quality education to tribal children. Mr. Shah hit out at the Congress, saying in its 10-year rule at the centre, the party did not take adequate measures for the development of Jharkhand. The Home Minister also said the abrogation of Articles 370 and 35A have showed Pakistan its place and established that Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee met Prime Minister Narendra Modi at his residence in New Delhi today. She was seen carrying a kurta and sweets to greet the Prime Minister. It was the first time since Mr. Modi came to power for the second term that Ms. Banerjee met him. In Bihar, thunderstorms and lightning have claimed 24 lives in many parts of the state during the last 24 hours. 19 people were also injured. The deaths have been reported from Kaimur, East Champaran, Gaya, Patna, Arwal and Muzaffarpur districts. Domestic stock markets today rose marginally after 2 days of steep decline as easing crude oil prices and a recovering rupee boosted investors' confidence. A report.
Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange climbed 83 points or 0.23% to end at 36,564. Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also added 23 points to settle at 10,841. The rupee at the foreign exchange market also strengthened 54 paise to 71 rupees and 24 paise against the US dollar. Gold today dropped 215 rupees to 38,676 rupees per 10 grams in the national capital, and Brent crude prices were trading at around $63.90 per barrel in intraday trade. Arjun Chaudhary, AIN News.
On to sports. In cricket, South Africa set a paltry victory target of 150 runs for India in the second T20 match now underway at Mohali. Chasing the target, India were 36 for 1 in 4.2 overs when reports last came in. Earlier put into bat, South Africa scored 149 for 5 in the stipulated 20 overs. Indian bowlers used their variations in the death overs and contained the South African batsmen. Indian wrestling had a lot to celebrate at the World Championships in Nur Sultan, Kazakhstan today. Vinesh Phogat secured Tokyo Olympics qualification and won a bronze, while Pooja Dhanda put herself one win away from her second medal. Having endured a medal-less run in 3 World Championships before, Vinesh finally ended the drought by pinning wrestler Maria Prevolarki of Germany by fall in the bronze medal bout. Vinesh had held off world number 1 Sarah Ann Hildebrandt of the United States 8-2 in her second round to qualify for the 2020 Olympics. Reigning world champion PV Sindhu today sailed into the pre-quarterfinals with a convincing win over former Olympic gold medalist Li Shuirui in the China Open Super 1000 tournament in Changzhou, China. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Union Cabinet approves ordinance to ban e-cigarettes. Cabinet also gives nod to 78-day bonus for railway employees. Supreme Court sets October 18 as deadline to conclude hearings in Ram-Janmabhoomi Babri Masjid land dispute case. Home Minister Amit Shah says he never asked for imposing Hindi over other regional languages. Election Commission reviews preparedness for assembly elections in Maharashtra. In cricket, South Africa set a target of 150 runs for India in the second T20 match at Mohali, and wrestler Vinesh Phogat qualifies for 2020 Tokyo Olympics. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.